Hello students, good evening. So today we will be learning about some reactions of acid and bases. Okay, and in this chapter the first reaction that we have to see where we need acid and bases is how metal reacts with acid. Okay, so in the opening portion or the first beginning portion of this topic itself, we have a activity. Yes, this activity 2.3. So in this activity we are taking sulfuric acid in the test tube and we are putting zinc granule, that is pieces of zinc metal. Okay, so as the reaction occurs, what we see? We will see that some bubbles of hydrogen gas starts appearing. Okay, so these are bubbles of hydrogen gas. Okay, and it will start appearing and it will go up. Okay, since hydrogen is a gas, it will go up slowly and slowly from the liquid. Okay, so what is the liquid? Sulfuric acid. Okay, and we are putting a cork here. Okay, so that the gas cannot leak. Okay, and through the cork we are putting a delivery tube. Okay, so a glass tube which is used as a delivery tube. So what happens? Hydrogen gas will slowly go through this tube. Okay, hydrogen gas will slowly and slowly go through this tube. Okay, and this tube is immersed in the soap solution. So this is soap solution. Okay, soap solution, that is a solution of soap. Okay, so what happens? This tube has the opening inside the soap solution. Okay, so when this gas will come out through this soap solution, they will make bubbles of soap. Okay, soap bubbles. Okay, so you all know what are soap bubbles. So whenever you take some detergent or soap solution and if you blow through it, you see some bubbles are formed. Okay, so those are soap bubbles, and since the hydrogen gas is making those soap bubbles, so we will see that these soap bubbles are filled with hydrogen gas. Okay, so now what we will do? We will bring a burning candle and we will try to touch some of the soap bubble with the flame of the burning candle. Okay, so we will bring the flame of the burning candle near the soap bubble. Okay, and what we will see? We will see that the hydrogen gas present inside the soap bubble will burn. Okay, it will burn explosively, like means it will burn very quickly and it will make a sound. Okay, what is the sound? So a pop sound. So here you see, here I have already written that burning of H2 gas with pop sound. So it will make it, when you bring the flame near any bubble, so it will burn. Okay, very quickly, instantly it will burn and it will give a pop sound. Okay, it will make a sound. Okay, so how we are saying that the gas which are present in the bubble, okay, is hydrogen. Now since we know that in the later part of the discussion we will come to know that the gas which is present in the bubble is hydrogen gas. Okay, but how can we confirm that the gas which is present in the bubbles is hydrogen gas? Okay, so it is a test for hydrogen gas. Okay, so what is the test for hydrogen gas? First, look at the activity properly. I think the activity is clear to you. Now we will see what is the test for hydrogen gas. Okay, okay, so to discuss the later part of the activity, first we have to see, or first we have to know how we can say that the gas present inside the bubble is hydrogen. Okay, so for that we have to know what is the test to determine the presence of hydrogen gas. Okay, so there is a test by which we can say that the gas which is present in the bubble is hydrogen gas or not. Okay, so the test is simple. What is the test? That we have to bring a burning matchstick or a candle near the gas. Okay, so this is the first point, that bring a burning matchstick or candle near the gas. Okay, so if the gas burns with a pop sound, okay, so that means if it burns by making a pop sound, then we can say that the gas which was present was hydrogen gas. Okay, H2 gas, that means hydrogen gas. So we have to bring a burning matchstick or candle near the gas, and if the gas burns with a pop sound, then we can confirm that the gas was hydrogen gas. Okay, so this is the test to determine the presence of hydrogen gas. So you can please make a note of it. It is very important for your exam perspective also. Okay, so this is the test to determine the presence of hydrogen gas. Okay, so now if you look at activity 2.3, now you see that in that experiment also, when we are bringing the burning candle near the soap bubble, we see that the gas which was present inside the soap bubble, it burns with a pop sound. From there, we can confirm that the gas which was present inside the soap bubble is hydrogen gas. Okay, so we have already seen that the test for determining the hydrogen gas, and we are also saying that since in the experiment itself we are doing the test using the candle, burning candle, and when we bring it near the soap bubbles, it is burning with a pop sound. So we can say that the gas which was present inside the soap bubbles is hydrogen gas. Okay. So now what we are learning or what we are knowing from the experiment, what we can conclude from the experiment. Okay. So we can confirm one thing, that whenever any metal reacts with an acid, then we will always see that hydrogen gas will form. Okay. So one thing is sure, that whenever a metal reacts with an metal reacts with an acid, then we will see that hydrogen gas is produced. Okay. So what are the other things that might be produced when a metal reacts with an acid? Okay. So we will have a look at it now. Okay. So now we are going to the main topic, that is what happens when a metal reacts with an acid. So whenever a metal will react with an acid, we will see there will be formation of salt. Okay. Salt of the metal and the acid and hydrogen gas. Okay. So please remember, whenever you see there is a reaction between a metal and an acid, so the product will be salt and hydrogen gas. Okay. So now the thing is that hydrogen gas is simple, yes, all you know, hydrogen gas H2, and whatever the salt, whatever the metal will be there, that you can recognize from the reaction itself. Whatever the acid is, you can recognize from the reaction itself. Okay. And at this point you have to also keep in mind that I have already given you a list of different acid and different bases that is required for your syllabus. Yes. So please try to remember the name of all those acids. Okay. So that will be very helpful for you. Okay. So now there is a trick. Okay. To how to determine the formula of the salt that will be produced. Okay. Because you see, depending upon the metal which is reacting and depending upon the acid which is reacting, the formula of the salt will be different. Okay. So how to write the formula of the salt, or how to know what is the salt that will be produced. Okay. So look here. So this is a general representation. Okay, where I am considering that HA is the acid, M is the metal, and Ma is the salt, and H2 is the hydrogen gas. Okay. So here you see what happens, the hydrogen. Okay. So the hydrogen which is present in the acid, it will form the hydrogen gas in the product. Okay. So here the acid is the reactant. Okay. And in that acid, the hydrogen which will be present, it is forming the hydrogen gas. Okay. So once the hydrogen forms the hydrogen gas, what is remaining? A is remaining. Yes. So A is the anionic part. Okay. That is the negative ion which is present in the acid. For example, in sulfuric acid, sulfate SO4 2- is the negative part. Okay. What is sulfuric acid? H2SO4. H2SO4. Yes. So if you remove the hydrogen part, what is remaining? Sulfate. Okay. So similarly here I am just simply saying that A is the anionic part and H is the, every acid you see there will be a hydrogen. Okay. So that hydrogen will form the hydrogen gas from the acid. Okay. And then we will left with the anionic part, that is A, and we will have the metal. Okay. And to determine the formula of M and A, just you have to determine the formula of the salt, just you have to combine the metal and the anionic part. Okay. And then you have to satisfy their valency, and whatever will be the product, you can write it as the salt. Okay. What will be the whatever will be the formula, that will be the formula of the salt. Okay. So I think it will be more clear whenever we will discuss a example. So let us look at some example here. Suppose this is the reaction of an activity that we have studied, activity 2.3. Okay. So there is a reaction between sulfuric acid and zinc. Okay. So if you look at this sulfuric acid has this hydrogen. Okay. So we will do nothing. We'll simply write this hydrogen as the hydrogen gas. Okay. So we are writing this as hydrogen gas. Once the hydrogen is gone, what is remaining? SO4. Okay. So SO4, 2 minus is the ion. Okay, and what is the valency of sulfate? We already know valency of sulfate is 2. Okay, and here we have zinc. Okay, so what is the valency of zinc? Zinc's valency is also 2. Now if we have to write a compound where zinc and sulfate both are present, then the formula of the compound is zinc will take its valency, sulfate will take its valency, that is we'll get ZnSO4. So the salt will be ZnSO4. Okay, so that means after removing the hydrogen, whatever will be present with the acid, that part and the metallic part will make the salt. Okay, so let us again look at one another example. For example, let us take an example HCl. Okay, HCl and magnesium. Okay, so what we'll do? The hydrogen part here will form the hydrogen. Okay, let us write here hydrogen gas. Okay, so the hydrogen of the acid, it will make the hydrogen gas. Okay, done. Now we have chlorine here. Okay, and here magnesium. So valency of chlorine is 1, valency of magnesium is 2. Okay, so the formula we will get as chlorine will take this, magnesium will take this, that is MgCl2. Okay, so this MgCl2 is the formula of the salt. Okay, so this is the simple trick to write the formula of the salt that will be produced when an acid will react with a metal. Okay, okay, so I think it is clear. So you can try of your own to write the formula of the salt that will be produced when different metals react with different types of acid. Okay, and if you do that, this concept will be more clear. The simple thing you have to know is that whenever we get an acid and we get a metal, hydrogen gas will be produced, and from where the hydrogen will come? The hydrogen will be coming from the hydrogen atoms which is present in the acid. Okay, so the hydrogen part of the acid will make the hydrogen gas, and the remaining part of the acid will form the salt when by reacting with the metal. Okay, so you can simply write the formula of the salt from the metal and the remaining portion of the acid. Okay, so regarding this, if anyone have any doubt, you can please ask me. Okay, so that is all for today's class. In the next class we will see what happens when metal reacts with base. Okay.